Hello, everyone. This is Four Cyclone here, and I'm back with an update on the tropics. I thank you all for watching my video, and if you want to see more videos on the tropics and what's going on in the Atlantic, Pacific, Caribbean, Gulf of Mexico, and any of those oceans where tropical weather develops, please subscribe to my channel. I give you all the updates, especially during this hurricane season throughout the years, actually. And I just started this channel, so please subscribe to my channel and let's get into the updates for today. It is 5:21 p.m. by the way, Eastern Time, June 3rd, 2023. We are 2 days in this hurricane season. I'm very excited. We already have a name system. And I'll be showing you what's going on with that as of right now. This is the 5 p.m. advisory, 5 p.m. Eastern Time advisory. So let's look at this system right around now. This is from the National Hurricane Center. You see, we do have post-tropical cyclone Arlene. This is as of 4:39 p.m. Eastern Time, June 3rd, 2023. And as you can see, winds are around 30 miles per hour. This is the 10th advisory. And minimum central pressure is around 1,001 millibars, located 23.7 degrees north, 84.7 degrees west. And as you can see, the storm is moving southeast at around 7 miles per hour. So it is right off the western tip of northern tip of Cuba, northwestern tip of Cuba, right over here, and it's expected to make that eastern turn throughout the Bahamas, but it's not affect the Bahamas with tropical force winds or anything because it is a post-tropical cyclone. It is expected to dissipate within the next couple of hours here, and it'll just bring some shower and thunderstorm activity within the next couple of days. So the Bahamas we're seeing some, shower and thunderstorm activity. That's about it. But this is post-tropical cyclone Arlene. It's now a post-tropical cyclone as of right now. And as we look at the 7-day forecast, as you can see, we don't have any other systems that are expected to develop within the Caribbean or the Atlantic wide. And as you can see, the Eastern Pacific, we don't have any system to develop at all, nor the Central Pacific. So if there is, I'll keep you guys updated. You guys will be the first to know. So let's look at the track from this post-tropical storm cyclone Arlene. You can see it is now a post-tropical cyclone. This is advisory number 10. This is as of 5 p.m. Eastern Time, June 3rd, Saturday, June 3rd, 2023, moving south-southeast at 7 miles per hour. So it's very, very weak. It's not affecting land right now. Winds are around 30 miles per hour. So National Hurricane Hunters have flew into the system earlier today, and they found maximum staying winds around 30 miles per hour. So it's now a post-tropical cyclone Arlene. So it is still named, and it's expected to dissipate within maybe early tomorrow. So as we can see the system, maybe late tomorrow, late Sunday. So as we see the system, and this progress has became a tropical storm Arlene yesterday, afternoon ish yesterday, and went back down to a tropical depression. Yesterday, late night yesterday, June 2nd. So Saturday, Eastern time. It was like a tropical storm yesterday at around, let's say 12 p.m. Eastern time, and then it went right back down to a depression later that night. So this is post-tropical cyclone Arlene now due to that weakening and that wind shear and dry air around it. It is not in a favorable position to become a tropical storm, although water temperatures are pretty warm around this system. So this is from National Hurricane Center. As you can see, let's look at the wind speed probabilities. We don't have any tropical storm force winds that is suspected from the system anymore. We did have that a couple days ago, but arrival time, you can see there's no arrival time due to that. It's just a very weak area, low pressure now. It's not really a effective system at this point. Wind history, we did have some tropical storm force winds as of yesterday, but they weren't very strong. They were around 40 to 45 miles per hour. So this system was very, very weak, a very, very weak and brief tropical storm. And we can see the warning cone right over here. As you can see, right over here is supposed to let's say early tomorrow morning, June 4th. You can see it's supposed to be right off the western, just northwest of Havana. It's supposed to dissipate right over there, and then it's supposed to be just west of Cuba. It's not expected to affect Cuba at all. Maybe some rain showers, but not, nothing major as expected. And as you can see, warnings and surface winds. We have some tropical storm force winds. You can see that system was kind of shifting north 2 days ago. It was shifting north and it tracked down south due to that jet stream causing the system to move south, because usually storms usually you move into the United States from the Gulf of Mexico, but this was a very weird storm. It moved south towards Cuba and the islands right over here, but it is not expected to affect them. You can see rainfall potential. We are suspected to see heavy rainfall, 1 to 2 inches, 2 to 4 inches, maybe right over here, just north of Cuba. You can see Key West is going to be experiencing some heavy rainfall throughout the next couple of days, especially Florida also. And as the system moves, just cuts through these the in between Cuba and Florida, as you can see, the next couple of days, and expected to dissipate. So yeah, this is from the National Hurricane Center. You see post-tropical cyclone Arlene very, very weak and expected to dissipate. Let's look at the satellite imagery. You can see that's the Atlantic wide. Looks very, very quiet, as you can see. It's very, very weak tropical waves right over here. We have very weak tropical waves right over here, just moving west off the western coast of Africa. We can see this area of disorganized shower and thunderstorm activity. You can see it extends at least a couple hundreds of miles, as you can see, affecting Bermuda with heavy rain. I ain't gonna lie, Bermuda been dealing with a lot of rain and flash flooding due to these systems moving north towards this island right over here. But this is post-tropical cyclone Arlene right over here. You can see it still has that circulation, but shower and thunderstorm activity has gotten very, very weakened and disorganized, as you can see right over here. Let's look a closer image at the post-tropical cyclone Arlene right over here. As you can see, it's very, very, very weak. You can see we have that circulation right over there, but shower and thunderstorm activity is dissipating, as you can see, due to that wind shear and dry area that is around, and it's not expected to affect any land majorly. You can see it's bringing some rain showers to Cuba right around now, but that's about it. Maybe some rain showers to Havana right over here, but that's about it. And you can see this storm is not expected to form anymore. It was a tropical storm. I could give it that. It was a brief tropical storm, but as you can see, post-tropical means it's not expected to develop. Maybe it's expected to dissipate within the next 24 to 36 hours, but it is bringing rain showers to Florida. As you can see, it's been bringing rain for the past 72 hours to Florida. Parts of Florida have been dealing with flooding, with very low flooding. As you can see right over here, the system's bringing clusters of thunderstorm, very weak thunderstorm, not really strong, but as you can see, it does have that circulation. The middle of the storm, the center of the storm, as you can see, is right around here. So you can see the center of the storm is right around here and is moving southeast. It's still moving, tracking south, but is moving east throughout the Atlantic Ocean. It's supposed to be around the Atlantic Ocean by early next week and dissipate and be gone, as you can see. And that's of the um that's of post tropical cyclone. The Ingram, the zoomed in. This is zoomed in for a post-tropical cyclone Arlene. And as you look at the water vapor, take a look at the water vapor. As you can see, you don't really have anything of this post-tropical cyclone due to that wind shear right over here in very, very dry air. It is pushing and taking over the system, and keeping the system low and that low end threat. So as you can see, the wind shear I was talking about in my earlier previous videos and dry air has really taken a toll and is coming in effect right about now. And as you can see, look at the GFS model. You can see it's just right over here, multiple schedule pressure around 1001 millibars. I can see the GFS model. It takes it, it's still moving south, but moving east at the same time. As you can see, it takes it, bringing shower and thunderstorm activity to western Cuba, but that's about it. And it's expected to dissipate, go into the Atlantic Ocean, and bringing showers to the Bahamas. But then after that, that's about it. It's really gone and very, very weak. So it's not expected to bring, like I said, it's not expected to bring very, very, very strong rain or very, very intense wind to Cuba or the Bahamas. It may be some spotty showers and isolated thunderstorms. But that's about it. This is from the GFS models. You can see the right after that, the Gulf of Mexico does get kind of dry, but you do have some spotty shower and thunderstorm activity Gulf of Mexico. You can see right over here, heavy rain right over here. This is June 8th. You can see Bahamas and Cuba can experience some heavy rain right over here. There's a system that's coming up. I'll be watching that throughout the tropics throughout the next couple of days. And as you can see, let's look at the European model. The European model is kind of saying the same thing as you see, but it has a 1002 millibar. There we go, the system right over here, taking it south, southeast, and then be out of here by the time June 4th, early next week. You can see it's still bringing rain and shower and thunderstorm activity to the Bahamas, especially south of the Bahamas. You can see rain expected to be around, you say, 5 to 6 centimeters or whatever. So this system is supposed to be gone by early next week. And the next system, if a system develops, will be, Brett. So if a name system develops, our next system that we might have in the next couple weeks or so, if we does develop, it'll be Brett, and I'll be tracking that. I'll give you guys the latest on that. I can see this is the European model, kind of saying the same thing as the GFS model. You can see taking that south turn towards Cuba, bringing shower and thunderstorm activity, and then out of here. And Florida will be still be experiencing some shower and thunderstorms activity, some isolated thunderstorms for the next couple days as a system, just around Florida, especially the Key West. So I can see, let's look at the wind shear. See, wind shear is very, very strong around the Gulf of Mexico. It is actually pushing from the west to the east throughout this storm, pushing most of the shower and thunderstorm activity to the east out of the storm. You can see the west side of the storm, as I showed you guys, is very, very dry, and it's just no rain, shower and thunderstorm activity due to that heavy wind shear. And that wind shear is going to be playing a big role this national hurricane season. We can see fewer hurricanes throughout the Atlantic Ocean, but that may change due to that very, very warm body of water and rising temperature in water. The water ocean temperatures are getting very, very warm, so that could be favorable for, you could see some development throughout the Atlantic Ocean, but in the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean. But the wind shear is supposed to be playing a big role, and this is supposed to stay throughout the Atlantic Ocean for the next couple months, as you can see, due to that El Nino. And you can see the Gulf of Mexico is dealing with very, very strong wind shear. That's what's keeping this storm from developing again and becoming a major system. As you can see, it's out of here by Monday, June 4th. You see the wind shear is very, very strong, as you can see throughout the Gulf of Mexico, and very, very a lot of dry air. I'm about to show you guys that right now. That dry air, as you can see, the system is located around here. This is June 3rd. So you can see the system is dealing with very, very dry air just around the system that's causing the system to weaken. You can see moist air kind of northeast of the system. That's that shower and thunderstorm. Only shower and thunderstorm activity is kind of north, kind of just east of the system. That's the only part of the storm that's really, very, very moist due to that wind shear and dry air. That wind shear is, as you can see, the system hasn't really been very, very disorganized, and most you haven't seen really any shower and thunderstorm activity west of the system. That is because of that dry air and wind shear. And I'm telling you, hurricanes do not like wind shear, and wind shear does not like hurricanes. So as you can see, the low pressure system at 1001, as you keep the track going, is just going to be dealing with the very, very dry air right over here due to that from the west due to that wind shear. And it's going to be very dry air, and most of the shower and thunderstorm activity is going to be east of the storm throughout the U.S. coast, eastern U.S. coast, as you can see. And by the time, you know, Monday or late Monday, early Tuesday comes, the system's supposed to be out of here, bringing maybe some spotty shower and thunderstorm to the Bahamas, but that's about it. And the European model is saying the same thing. As we could go back right over here, take a look at the European model, saying the same thing. That dry air is kind of, but we got some moisture kind of north of the system, but as you can see, the dry air is just gonna, take this storm and toll, and then just dissipate the storm due to that wind shear and dry air. So yeah, this storm is supposed to be expected to be out of here. That's why it is a post tropical cyclone. Expected to be out of here by late tomorrow, early um Monday. Is supposed to be just out of here, maybe bringing some spotty showers to the Key West and the northwestern Cuba, but that's about it. And actually, you can see the water temperature around this storm are very, very warm. You can see 81 degrees right at the center of the storm, 82. You see it's very, very warm. And as you can see, if the wind shear didn't play an effect, I really think that this system could have been a very, very major, maybe could have been a hurricane, but that wind shear and dry air just kept this storm from developing, and it just didn't really like this storm, as you can see. But the ocean temperatures around the storm in the Gulf of Mexico are very, very warm, maybe ranging from 78 degrees to 84 degrees in some areas. You can see 84 degrees right over here, um, uh, southwest of the Gulf of Mexico, and the center circulation is dealing with some very, very warm temperatures right over here. And that's the ocean temperature right around now, but this is not expected to develop. And as you can see, it's very, very warm, but this is not expected to develop due to that very, very strong wind shear from the eastern Pacific Ocean moving throughout the Atlantic and Atlantic basin. So this is the update This is the 5 p.m. update. It's 5:35 p.m. Eastern Time, June 3rd, 2023. This is a 5 p.m. update on 5 p.m. Eastern Time update on post-tropical cyclone Arlene. As you can see now, there is no other system expected to develop within the next 2 to 7 days. So post-tropical cyclone Arlene, I meant, and I really had fun monitoring this storm, and I thank you all for watching my videos. And this is the last update on post-tropical cyclone Arlene. And next is a system named Brett, if it develops at all within the next couple weeks. If it does, I'll keep you guys updated. But as you see the track, you see it's still expected to be a post-tropical cyclone early tomorrow morning. So I'll keep you guys updated on the system, and I thank you all for watching my video, and I'll see you all in the next video. Please like, subscribe. This is Force Cyclone here, and I'll see you all in the next video.